Super quick follow-up to my live show a while back where I got this FX951 fake Hakko soldering iron system. And today I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So guys, long and the short of it is, this thing is a hard no from me. I don't advise anybody buy it at all. I know Louis Rossmann recommends it. He advocates for going for this route and getting it much, much cheaper than the original Hakko. I am seeing way too much wrong with this thing. It's just simply not worth it. Now, I don't have the real Hakko to compare it to, so maybe they're not as good as I think they are, but geez, they gotta be better than this. I bought this from AliExpress and I didn't do an unboxing video. I just took it out, took a look at it, no issues. You can see the footage here. Overall, it was to be expected. It was just plain Jane generic packaging. If you want to see me actually using this thing live, I'll put the link down below where I did a live YouTube stream when I first got it and tested it out. And that was definitely a sign of things to come, because I did struggle with it a little bit. It comes with a variety of tips. These look great, very interesting, but not one is the wedge conical style that I like. There's great big monsters and a really, really large conical. This one's kind of nice, maybe for surface mount, for like doing ICs and stuff, drag soldering. And this one, again, tiny fine point, not a whole lot of use. This tip actually came defective. If we plug this in, all we get is an error message and constant beeping on the screen. The temperature probe inside it is clearly open intermittently, and the station can't do anything with it. It does alarm and does beep at me, so that's better than a thermal runaway, but I wouldn't totally trust it. Other thing, I bloody hate this system on here for getting these tips out. This squeeze plastic system is super cheap. It is nice and light. I like that, but it's really, really chintzy. The other thing is really chintzy. This holder, it's absolutely horrible. I had to actually bend this retainer so that I could get this iron in and out of it half decent. You can see it's bent up there. This is not like the original Hakko unit at all. You can get used to it though, I'll admit that. You got to go in at an angle and drop it so that it latches behind. And then you can't yank out very well or it'll bind. You've got to learn to lift the iron up and pull it out. In comparison to the ones that I am used to using, here's my Hakko and my WEP and my Unger. I'm used to this style. You just throw it in the holder, nice and easy. Same with the Unger, nice and easy. I like that. I can just chuck it in. So for heat output, there's lots of tests on YouTube. I'm not going to try and duplicate them here, but what I can tell you from my experience, this thing works fine for SMD components and small stuff, but for through hole, anything with any thermal mass, I do not find this station works adequately at all. I would much rather be using either of those over there that seem to have way more thermal density and be able to handle larger pins. This even doesn't do as nice a job when I'm soldering like pins on an Arduino Nano. I notice it gets the job done, don't get me wrong, but it is not nearly as good as what I'm used to. I'm used to being able to just tap on, apply a little bit of tinning to the tip, heat up the pin at the same time I'm applying solder, and have a good, nice, clean, smooth, shiny joint. This thing, I've gotten used to it. I can get results, but it's not as easy. It just simply doesn't work as good. So I'm not going to tear this thing down. Lots of other videos online showing the very poor quality inside these. Actually, maybe I will tear it down. Let's have a look. So this one is actually, I'm glad I took it apart. This looks significantly better than some others I've seen online. Some of the other YouTube teardowns of these have all the pins not even trimmed back. This actually looks reasonable. I've got a ground wire to the trafo going to the wall. We've got another one coming off the trafo over to our board, grounding. Very, very ugly solder joints down there. Not the best looking, but I've seen far worse too. It's overall inside I'm not going to make a huge stink about it. It's definitely better than some of the other ones I've seen on YouTube. So fit and finish, okay, that'll do. It's there, and it does seem to have some safety functions, but overall functionality, with one bad tip out of the box and just going back through AliExpress, would be a proper pain in the butt. So I'm just going to set this aside, and maybe I'll give it a try again someday, but I'm going back to my old trusty ones. You can watch the whole replay of the live stream where I tested this thing out and did live soldering as well. I'll link it directly below if you want to see it in action. And admittedly, I struggled with it the first day, and that was an ominous sign of things to come. My review of the FX951 Hakko clone is definitely a no-go, guys. Don't buy it. Save your money. Get the real one or get something different. Cheers.